Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana Joyner, and I'm gonna be here showing you guys and sharing with you guys everything that I have learned when it comes to being a mom, kids, and just life. So I'm gonna share a little bit about my background and the knowledge that's in this nugget, and how I may be able to help you guys to get through this parenting journey. Okay, so let me share with you guys a little bit of myself. So I have two beautiful daughters. I have a bachelor's in childhood psychology. I have a bachelor's in business and leadership. I have my real estate license. I have my CDA, which is my child development associates. I study a lot and spend a lot of time learning about Montessori learning and how to best equip our children to thrive, and how to have a healthy parent-to-child relationship. What parenting methods work the best and are the best effective in a healthy manner. I grew up when my parents would just, smack you around, pull your ears, beat you up, whatever you want to call it. And I knew that I did not want to do that with my kids because it was never effective with me. Instead of bringing me closer to my parents and understanding what was going on, it did the exact opposite. Not really close with my parents, and I never really learned why I shouldn't be doing what I was doing and why it was wrong. It was more so the fear of being hit again and being punished so harshly that kept me from doing those things, but it didn't teach me why I shouldn't do it. And I think that that's something that is very flawed, and it damaged our relationship. Like, I do not have a close relationship with neither of my parents for that reason. And there's a certain mentality that I just want to debunk, her that, oh, I did it with my kids and look at them, they're fine. You might say that because they might look fine on the outer appearance, because I've looked fine for many years on the outside, but it took a lot of counseling for me to heal from everything that my parents did to me. So just because your child looks fine and they are successful, because I am a very successful person, that does not mean that they are now battling internal thoughts in their mind. But I do very hardcore believe that an educated parent, an educated mom, an educated dad, an educated care provider can have a huge impact on a child. If you don't know something and you're doing something that you have been passed down from generation to generation, you might just be doing it because it's out of your nature. It's what you grew up seeing, but you don't know the effect that it's having on your child mental and emotional health. So I did a lot of studying and came up with a whole bunch of different things that I'm still learning and I'm still growing. And I don't think you ever get to a place where you know everything, especially in parenting. And every child is so vastly different from one another, whether they're even twins, whether they're a sister and brother, whatever the scenario may be, that you cannot really sit here and just build a structure on how to raise a child. It's never going to work, because one thing might work for one and it might never work for the other. In this kind of life that we live, we have to kind of just go by what we see and what we hear. Like right now, my oldest daughter, she's very emotional. My youngest daughter, not emotional at all. Like, she is beast mode. My youngest daughter, she's very sensitive and she wears her heart in her sleeve. So I have to teach her on how to manage herself and navigate through those emotions. And the same thing is not going to work for my youngest, because my youngest is wild. And I love them both, but they're so vastly different, even if they're sisters or not. So I have to kind of flex and flow and see what works for the other one and try to flip and switch and do something different for my youngest, because it's not going to work the same way. So that's what I'm going to be sharing on here. I'm just going to be sharing a lot of parenting stuff, and I'm also going to be coming out with parenting classes that I have right now currently for my daycare center that my parents, some of them take, some of them don't. So I want you guys, if this is for you and you want to learn and you want to make sure that your kid is top notch and that you're raising them to, not top notch, but that you're raising them to the best of your ability, and you want more information, how diet can cause terrible twos to be even more terrible, and all these kind of little nuggets and information that I'm so happy to share with you guys, please follow. If not, scroll past me.